I am the Doctor, whether you like it or not.
We're watching Doctor Who. Well, technically the season finale. We've still got New Year's coming up. Interesting story. It had some promise there. I think a lot of the problems with it, though, typify pretty much the entire approach of the season. This episode, legitimately, in the old show, would have made an easy 4-parter. Under Moffat, at least a 2-parter. But trying to cram it all into one, frankly, you're shortchanging the story, because there was actually a lot of stuff to work with here. And it's rushed plot-wise, but it also kind of plotted the way it was paced on the show. So it's just kind of you're too much walking in the thing, but it's also not enough explanation of what's going on, and not enough exploration. You could have dug a little better and actually got something out of this thing. But I think really they need to reevaluate how, not necessarily basically, I don't think Chibnall learned a damn thing working under either Russell D. Davies or Stephen Moffat. It's like there's certain things that work for Doctor Who, and one and done is not really one of them. The very origins of the story is multi-part, kind of serialized type thing. That's how they get away with £3,000 an episode in the old days. You stretch it out over 6 episodes, and you actually get a functioning budget. So. It's still cheap, but it's not quite as drastic as the 3,000 quid pop would tell you. But it's rushing the plot. You're not getting proper exploration of anything going on, and you just kind of feel that's it. They could have easily branched this into at least a 2-parter and gotten some real getting some meat on this bone here. And it also shows up the advantage of calling back to a previous foe. You brought back, Toothy Face there, and it's like, yeah, okay, now we got something we can hang our hat on here. And there's also, as far as, I can appreciate them wanting to avoid the old monsters and for what they're standing on your own, but when you make it a major point of we're not going anywhere, no, because there's also the standard of you got to earn your stripes as a doctor, and you're not really there until you face the Daleks. Until the doctors had their first Dalek episode, they're not really there yet. So we're not going to really get, I don't think Jodie really, and in a lot of people's eyes, maybe in her own, really not going to feel like she's got it until she's faced off against the Daleks and see how she does there. And I think the no-killing thing is probably getting a little extreme here, because, it's not so much, I'm not advocating murder or anything, but the thing is, from the Doctor perspective, they're not doing it from the thing of experience, as in, no, I've been down that path, it does not a good way to go. She's doing it like she's always done it. So it's like, we know damn well the Doctor has been on the delivery end of a lot of death dealing. And there's been a few times, even Mr. Doctor Doesn't Like Guns has pointed a gun or two. I remember a nice little scene where the Doctor is pointing some kind of mean-looking weapon right in Davros' face. Okay, Peter Davison, Mr. Youthful Smarty Pants. Yeah, he was, pointing a nasty gun at Davros. Tom Baker did that T-Mac gun in Invasion of Time? The one with the Sontarans trying to take over Gallifrey. It was Leela's last one in the one just before the Key to Time sequence, that season ender. And of course, John Pertwee, he's got guns blazing left and right half the time. So it's not a matter, they're not bringing any of the depth of, having been in the Time War, just all the stuff they had during the old series, their old show. It's just, nope, you're not building any depth there, Chris. You got over 50 years of material to mine it a little bit, okay? Quit pretending like this is the first time anyone's ever done Doctor Who. You know damn well it isn't, okay? You're not fooling anybody. Yeah? So wade into it. Take advantage of it. But yeah, pretty much, it's like... And also, frankly, every one of these shows probably should have been expanded to a two-parter. It probably wouldn't have taken that much more to shoot. So the shooting schedule would not have been that much bigger. And you got twice as many more episodes for your buck. Think about that, Chibs. The little one and done thing, you're not helping yourself when it comes to letting them, letting this thing run a little bit, okay? You need more episodes to stretch these things out. And with that in mind, you could have made one of the regular episodes your Christmas special. Because you would have covered that period, probably. But now it's like 10 episodes here, maybe 10 or 11. The next one's like... Bill Hartnell did that in his first year, for God's sakes, okay? Come on. But, that's where we stand on that. So, it's a learning curve, Just because, Chibnall, you didn't want the job doesn't mean you got to act like you had no idea what the job was when you got it, okay? So, I'm thinking I'm working on one up regarding the tardigrade lawsuit and some of the strange reactions I'm seeing on both of them. I really don't understand the other side of the camp. It'll never make it before a judge. Why not? I mean, yeah, I'm getting chided because the CBS has put in their first thing, and I don't see it really meaning much of anything right now. Because of course they moved to dismiss. They would have done that if Les Moonves was saying, that's the one, the tardigrade thing on Steam. I want that for... It wouldn't matter if they had, 3 different videos. They still would have moved to dismiss saying there's nothing there. Okay? So that, again, on that respect, it means nothing. Okay? It's expected. Okay? Of course they're going to put an opening statement. They're not going to cop to it. Yep, we got it. Slap the cuffs on. This, it doesn't seem like there was nothing there. I think the fact you got a lot of people saying that CBS is guilty as sin, I think there's enough there so any judge would say, any reasonable person would say, yeah, I think we made something here. It'll go to, and send it to trial. Not saying that, he's going to win. I'll be realistic here, saying there's a possibility they could beat this. But there is certainly enough there for a reasonable cause to go forward with a trial. So I don't get any of this saying, it'll never make it to court. It's already in court, guys. They're already putting these things before a judge. You filing court papers on these things, there's a judge on the other end who's seeing this stuff, okay? So it's already before a judge. So you're already screwed up on that one. But I'll probably go a little more into deep, but yeah, but I don't, some of these people are just whistling past the graveyard, I think, on that respect. But okay, PayPal, Patreon down below. We are up at around 850 now. We're getting closer, guys. Come on. Let's get this over 1,000. Spread this around. Share it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And we'll catch you on the next one.
We'd like to say that, in our opinion, it is not suitable for children or for those of you who may have a nervous disposition.